How's it going, everyone? Austin Honecker here. I just want to come on here for a while, and, and no, I'm not on here to do a All Elite Wrestling review or cover a song. I'm here to talk about. I'm here to basically give a recap of my vacation from work. My vacation was originally from March 5th to March 11th, but 3 days got extended, so it was 10 days. So instead of 7 days, it was 10 days. Well, here's a recap of everything that I've done on my vacation throughout work. Throughout from my vacation with work. Well, on March 5th, yeah, March 5th, I pretty much stayed home and watched All Elite Wrestling's AEW Rampage from from the night before. So that's what I pretty much did that whole day. Pretty much that's what I pretty much did. Um, um, yeah, that's what I pretty much did that day. On the 6th, I um I uh I went to an indie wrestling event in Huntington, West Virginia called Huntington Championship Wrestling with my buddy Jonathan Miller and his friend Brenda Pack. And what we basically done, well, Brenda watched the show while me and Jonathan worked the show. I done commentary while Jonathan ran the sound system and done ring announcing throughout the show. Well, after that, me, Jonathan, and Brenda went to Taco Bell in Huntington, West Virginia to eat. Well, after that, Jonathan and Brenda took me home, and then after after Jonathan and Brenda took me home, Jonathan took Brenda home, and Jonathan went home. On Monday, um, on Monday, my buddy Jonathan Miller came to pick me up at 2 p.m. Well, because we were planning to go to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina for 3 days. Well, we were originally going to go early Monday, but where it rained off and on, my buddy Jonathan Miller came and got me at 2 o'clock p.m. So after my buddy Jonathan Miller came to pick me up, me and Jonathan stopped at Dollar General in St. Albans, West Virginia, because Jonathan had to get a couple things, and then after that, we stopped at Sheetz in South Charleston. We stopped at Sheetz in South Charleston, West Virginia, to use the bathroom and to get me something to eat. After that, we hit the road. We ended up stopping in Beckley, we ended up stopping at the Tamarack, which is a rest stop in Beckley, West Virginia, because we had to use the bathroom and rest up for a little bit. And then we made another stop. After that, we stopped at Sheetz in Princeton, West Virginia, because we had to use the bathroom and rest up for a while. And because a big ass rainstorm happened in West Virginia, and it took us a long time to get out of West Virginia. So once we got out of West Virginia and we got to Virginia, we stopped at the Flying J, which is a gas station in Virginia, to get gas, and then after that we hit the road. We went back on the road. When we got to North Carolina, we stopped at a rest stop at the North Carolina border because we had used the bathroom, and then after that we stopped at Sheetz in North Carolina to use the bathroom and rest up a little bit. And I will say it did rain in Virginia and North Carolina, but we but it wasn't as bad as West Virginia, because West Virginia was a hellhole of a rainstorm. But anyway, after we stopped at Sheetz in North Carolina, we went back on the road, and when we got to South Carolina, to Myrtle Beach, we arrived in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, at 1:30 a.m. Tuesday morning. So once we arrived in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, we checked in the hotel that we were staying at, which is the Ocean Plaza Motel. So once we checked in the hotel, we called it a night. Well, Tuesday, excuse me. Well, Tuesday, me and Jonathan got up at 9 o'clock a.m., and once we got up, we got ready. We got ourselves ready, and then after we got ready, we once we got ready, we went out and about, and this is pretty much all we did Tuesday. We went to Jimmy Buffett's restaurant, Margaritaville, to eat, and I had the cheeseburger in paradise and fries to eat, along with a Coca-Cola and a Bud Light to drink, while Jonathan had the double cheeseburger in paradise and fries with a water and a Bud Light. You know, it was pretty good food. I mean, it was an okay experience. But I liked it, but Jonathan had different experience in it. After that, we went to the Quickie Mart, which is a Simpsons themed gas station. It has drinks in there, and it has the Simpsons apparel. So we just pretty much looked around and bought us a couple things. Like, I bought me a slushie out of the Simpsons 4D cup and bought me a Duff drink, while Jonathan bought him a slushie. Well, after that, we went to Tiki Jim's, which is a clothing store, to look around. After that, we went to Dave & Buster's to check the place out and to drink a beer. After that, we went to the Beach Rider jet boat. Well, I rode the jet boat while Jonathan stayed back at the boat dock and recorded me riding the boat. After that, After that, we went to the Simpsons movie theater to watch a Simpsons cartoon in 4D, which that was epic as fuck. Well, after that, me and Jonathan had to run to Walmart because Jonathan had to get a few things. After that, we stopped at Taco Bell. We went to Taco Bell to eat. And I had 3 soft tacos with meat and cheese only, an order of nachos, 2 Cinnabon Delights, and a Mountain Dew. And Jonathan had some kind of tacos, like 4 or 5 of them maybe, something like that, and had him a drink. I don't know what it was. But after that, after we ate at Taco Bell, we went to the Broadway Theater After that, we went to the Broadway Theater to watch a Broadway show called The Anthems of Rock. That's pretty much 9 singers and dancers singing and dancing to music, to songs from the 80s and 90s. That was cool as fuck. I enjoyed that. Because I love the 80s and I love the 90s, my favorite types of music. And that show was off the chart. That Broadway show was. After that, we went to Foster's Cafe and Bar, and pretty much what we'd done there. We hung out for a little bit and drank a couple beers, and then after that, we went back to the hotel and called it a night. Well, Wednesday morning, me and Jonathan got up at 9:30 a.m. Well, Jonathan was tired and exhausted, so he laid in bed to rest, and while he was laying in bed resting, I went to the indoor pool and I swam in the pool. And relaxed in the hot tub for a little bit. After that, I went on the beach and I got seashells from my friend Jenny Blake. Well, after that, I went back to the hotel, and as soon as I got back to the hotel, Jonathan was already up out of bed. So as soon as I came back to the hotel and Jonathan was up out of bed, we got ourselves ready. After we got ready, we went out the door, went out and about. So with that being said, after as soon as we went out and about, we went to Golden Corral to eat. And I had a lot of food like pizza, turkey, chicken. And I tried the Salisbury steak, but I didn't like it. That was pretty much my lunch. But my dessert, I had cookies, brownies, a piece of chocolate cake, and a chocolate cupcake. While Jonathan had a good deal of food. I don't know what he ate. Don't even know what desserts he got either, but he ate pretty good too. He ate really good, a lot too. And I had a Coke to drink, and he had a Diet Coke to drink. Well, after that, after we got done eating at Golden Corral, we went to the Hard Rock Cafe, to hang out and drink. Yeah, to hang out and drink. We went to the Hard Rock Cafe to hang out and drink beer, and I loved that place because there's a lot of memorabilia of old music and current music and everything, and I loved it. And that was a nice place to hang out and drink beer and everything. Well, after that, we went to Dave & Buster's to hang out, drink beer, and play the arcade games. And them arcade games brought back nostalgia to me because a lot of them were around when I was a kid, and they were pretty fun. Well, after Dave & Buster's, after we hung out, drank beer, and played the arcade games, we went to Hooters to eat. Well, what I had at Hooters, I had a cheeseburger and smoked wings with garlic Parmesan sauce, along with a Mountain Dew and a Bud Light to drink. And Jonathan had some wings and had a water and a Bud Light to drink. And while we were at Hooters after we ate, well, Jonathan, because I was nervous as hell because them servers there at Hooters, they were beautiful as they could be, even though they were late teens, early 20s, but still beautiful as hell. Jonathan asked our server, Jonathan informed our server that that my birthday was in a couple days, and he asked if they could get a picture with me for my birthday, and the server agreed, and she said but she had to go get the other girls to get the other girls ready for it. So the servers, there was 4 servers and a bartender there that night. So the servers and the bartender, they took a picture with me for an early birthday gift, and I loved it. Well, after Hooters, me and Jonathan went back to the hotel and called it a night, and that all happened on Wednesday. Now on Thursday, me and Jonathan got up at 11 a.m. As soon as we got up out of bed, we got ourselves ready, we packed our shit, and we checked out of the hotel. After we checked out of the hotel, Jonathan drove me by where a hotel called Yachttown or whatever it is. Jonathan drove me by there to show me that hotel that he stayed at years ago at Myrtle Beach. After that, we went to CiCi's Pizza to eat. You know, we had some pizza. Me and Jonathan both had pizza, and I had a Coke to drink, and he had a Diet Coke to drink. And for the desserts, I had the brownies and cinnamon rolls, and they were fucking amazing too, just like the pizza was. And then, we ate there at CiCi's Pizza, and we chilled for a little bit. After that, we went to the Circle K, which is a gas station in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, to get gas. After that, we stopped at another gas station called Jay's, I believe that's what it was called, because I'd used the bathroom. After that, we stopped at Speedway because we both had used the bathroom, and Jonathan had to rest up for a little bit, as did I. Well, after that, we went back on the road, and when we got to North Carolina, we stopped at Sunoco to use the bathroom and rest up for a while. And after that, we stopped at Sheetz in North Carolina to use the bathroom and rest up for a little bit. After that, we went back on the road. When we got to Virginia, we stopped at the Circle K to get gas. After that, we went back on the road. And when we got back to West Virginia, Jonathan took me home, and, well, I got home at 2:18 a.m., and as soon as Jonathan took me home, Jonathan went home, and pretty much we were supposed to come back to West Virginia Thursday. But Jonathan didn't sleep too good the night before, so because he was tired and exhausted. So that's why we had to stop a lot, so he could rest for a while. And that was understandable, you know, just like on the way down, the rainstorm happened, and we had to play that safe, just like we had to play him being tired and exhausted safe as well. But, you know, the Myrtle Beach worked out really good. I mean, even though we were late getting down there and late coming back, we were late going down there and late coming back home, it all worked out. Well, that was all, and Friday, I got up early and watched All Elite Wrestling's pay-per-view event, Revolution, from Sunday night, because where I didn't get to watch it Sunday night because I had that indie wrestling event to work. So I went ahead and watched it early Friday morning. And it was fucking epic. Well, after that, on that day, because it was my birthday, I went to Easy Street in St. Albans, West Virginia, to hang out with my buddy Jonathan Miller, my friend Jenny Blake, my friend Amanda Carver, and Amanda's boyfriend Brad Carter for my birthday. And so pretty much what we done that night, we hung out, drank some alcohol, shot some pool, shot some darts, everything. It was all fun. And I'm glad I got to hang out with three of my close best friends for my birthday, and, you know, and my friend Amanda, you know, that those being Jonathan Miller, Amanda Carver, and Jenny Blake, you know, all being my three closest best friends. And Brad Carter, which is Amanda's boyfriend, he's become a friend of mine as well because he's really good to Amanda. And he's a nice guy in general. And everything. But yeah, now I was supposed to go back to work Saturday, but I woke up feeling dehydrated, and I woke up feeling dehydrated, and a big snowstorm happened, so I called off work due to me feeling dehydrated, and the snowstorm happened, happening. So what I done when I called off, I stayed home and watched All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dark Elevation from Monday night, because I missed AEW All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dark Elevation from that Monday because I was on my way to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So I caught up on that. Sunday, on my scheduled day off, I stayed home and watched AEW Dark from Tuesday night because, I couldn't watch AEW Dark on Tuesday because I was in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, so I caught up on it Sunday. And later on Sunday, that was early in the morning when I caught up with All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dark, but later on Sunday, I watched AEW Dynamite from Wednesday night because I couldn't watch it on Wednesday night because I was in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So I caught up on it Sunday night. And both AEW, and, so I had to catch up on both of them that day. AEW Dark early Sunday and AEW Dynamite late Sunday. And on Monday, on my other scheduled day off, I stayed home and watched All Elite Wrestling's AEW Rampage from Friday night. Because I couldn't watch it Friday night because I was out and about with my three close best friends, Jonathan Miller, Amanda Carver. My three close best friends, Jonathan Miller, Jenny Blake, Amanda Carver, and Amanda's boyfriend, Brad Carter, hanging out with them at Easy Street on my birthday. So that's why I couldn't watch All Elite Wrestling's AEW Rampage. So I made up for it. So I caught up on it on All Elite Wrestling's AEW Rampage early Monday morning. And later on Monday night, I watched All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dark Elevation, because that's when it originally comes on every Monday. So I watched it Monday night, last night, like AEW Rampage early Monday morning, early yesterday morning, and AEW Dark Elevation late Monday night. So pretty much that was my recap for my vacation from work. So, but it was awesome being away from work for 10 days, but it flew by fast. Like the 7 days flew by like no other. But where my vacation got extended because I called off Saturday and was scheduled off Sunday, Monday, it still went by. Even an additional 3 days, it still went by. But like I said, I was just giving a recap for my vacation, and like I said, it was enjoyable. It was enjoyable being away from work for over a week, almost 2 weeks. So, with that being said, anyway, but anyway, I have to go back to work today from 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. And I got to work until I got to work Tuesday, today, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, then off Sunday, Monday. So I got to go back to work today, and I'm not looking forward to it. I'm dreading it. But, it's life. It's part of being an adult. It's part of being an adult. Got to work. So I got to face it. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here for a while and give you all a recap of my vacation from work. Like I said, it was awesome. I enjoyed it. And it sucks that it went by quick. But it always happens that way. But anyway, My name is Austin Honecker, and I will catch your ass down the road. Peace out.